If Susan had 12 more books, she would have twice as many books as Carlos. Does Susan have fewer books than Carlos? Let's represent the actual number of books for each of these persons with a variable. Let's say S for Susan and C for Carlos. Since we are told that if we added 12 more books to the books Susan already has, she would have double the number of books as Carlos. So we can represent this first statement with this equation. Number of Susans plus 12 would be twice the number of books of Carlos. This relationship is interesting because it gives us something immediate, a conclusion about both values S and C. They have to be even because this is an even number and it is also even here, so S must be an even number of books. Susan has an even number of books. We know that in advance. Question is whether Susan has fewer books than Carlos. Let's see what statement 1 has to say. Carlos has more than 5 books. Okay, considering that this is our scenario that connects the two variables values, if C is greater than 5, considering that both, in this case, Susan's books have to be even. Okay, what happens if Carlos has 6 books, for example? 6. Okay, 2 times 6 would be 12, and this would make the number of books for Susan 0. 0 is less than 12. Okay, we're confirming an affirmative answer. What about if Carlos's books were 7? Then 7 times 2 would be 14, and the number of Susan's books would have to be 2. 2 plus 12 equals 14. But 2 is less than 7. We are seeing that 2 is less than 7. So, another yes. We can appreciate that while Carlos's books are increasing 1 by 1, Susan's books are increasing 2 by 2. So, in the end, if Carlos had actually far more books than 5, let's say for example 15, take a look at what would happen. 2 times 15 would be equal to 12 plus 18. So the number of books of Susan would be 18, while the number of books of Carlos would be 15. Now 18 is no longer less than 15, and we would have here a negative answer choice. So this statement is not sufficient. We can verify that Susan's books can grow rapidly in regarding to those of Carlos. So, what about statement 2? Susan has fewer than 12 books. Okay, fewer than 12 books, considering that Susan's books is an even number, it means 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Only those values. Can we try first the end possibilities? We know that when Susan has 0 books, Carlos has 6. So 0 is less than 6. This is an affirmative answer. What about when Susan has 10 books? Okay, if Susan has 10 books plus 12 would be 22, giving us a number of books of 11 for Carlos. So 10 is still less than 11. This is another affirmative answer. We are checking only the end values. It means that all values in between logically should yield a positive or affirmative answer to the question, and we can verify all of them. Now take a look. When Susan has 8, 8 plus 12 is 20, so 2 times 10. A is less than 10. When Susan has 6, 6 plus 12 is 18, so this should be 2 times 9. 6 is less than 9. And 4 plus 12 is 16. 4 is less than 8. And finally, 2 plus 12 is 14, so this should be 7. In all cases, Susan's books is less than Carlos or fewer than Carlos. So statement 2 alone is sufficient. Right? Answer choice